right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Gonna be having tons of boxing content today, man. So doing these videos ahead of time. So apparently Danny Garcia jumped in the ring, challenged Errol Spence. I don't think nobody should be surprised. I listened to my channel. I told you Errol Spence likely opponents was made. Manny was in the running, which we all knew wasn't going to be true, and I speak on him in another video. Yugas was a later option. Lara was the farthest option, and Danny Garcia was the option, was the fight. It was Danny Garcia fight to lose. I told you Danny Garcia is the mandatory. It shouldn't have been no secret. Mauricio Suleiman Jr. said that the winner of Sean and Danny had a mandatory, and it's Danny Garcia. And on top of that, Errol has an IBF mandatory to fulfill next year as well, too. So he might have to fight 3 times a year if he want to get a unification with Manny Pacquiao, which I'll be talking about him a little bit later if I haven't already dropped a video. But I think Errol Spence is tailor-made for Danny Garcia. Yep, unless Errol Spence decide to get on the back foot and box. If Errol Spence is still popularizing knockouts, Danny Garcia gonna have a really good chance of scoring on Errol Spence. He's a counterpuncher. The thing that favors Errol Spence is it ain't about Danny Garcia's speed. Danny Garcia ain't really the fluid combination puncher. And also the thing that favors Danny Garcia in this fight too is Danny got a really good straight right hand. Porter don't have really good straight punches, but Porter was the better athlete. So, it's funny. Danny Garcia got the word he wasn't gonna get the Pacquiao fight, I guess sometime this weekend or before he even got here, and he was doing videos asking, telling Fight Hype, telling Pacquiao to pick him. And Pacquiao's mind was made up, and I'm gonna do a video explaining all of that and that process. But I told you guys Danny Garcia had the first crack at him, and I think it's a good fight for Danny. I think Danny has the opportunity to hurt Spence, potentially knock out Spence. He one of the few welterweights that can match Spence strength and physicality. He's a big, strong welterweight. But ultimately, I think if Spence gets on the back foot, he could just outbox Danny Garcia like he did Mikey. If he comes forward, then he's asking, he giving Danny Garcia a chance. But if he boxes and use the ring and do like he did Mikey, I'm 90% sure he washes Danny Garcia. And you know what? You can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be mad and say, "Oh, he fighting Danny Garcia and not Terrence Crawford." But we can't even be mad no more. We know they're not gonna fight Crawford, but then again, this ain't a bad second option. PBC is actually making their welterweights fight each other now. So you can't complain. This is the best fight in the best. Danny Garcia, Errol Spence is a good fight. I don't know if it's pay-per-view worthy, but I'm pretty sure they're going to put it on pay-per-view because Danny Garcia got pulled. He got more pulled than Sean Porter, even though he don't have a belt. Errol Spence fan base is growing. I was at the theater. He had a few fans there as well. Sean had a few fans there. But if Errol Spence comes in Danny Garcia wheelhouse and Danny can land that left hook or that counter right hand, I think he got an opportunity to hurt Errol Spence. And Sean Porter hurt Errol Spence a few times and they fighting, and so did Errol Spence buzzed him a few times. But I think Danny Garcia being a counterpuncher, and if Errol open up, he gonna have an opportunity to win. But I think it's gonna look like David Benavidez and Anthony Durrell. I truly do think it's gonna look like that fight. If Errol chooses to fight on the front foot, I think you had Danny Garcia walking side to side, walking around the ring and landing shot, maybe jabbing to the stomach and going up top. You had Errol waiting, and then when he get the perfect opportunity, throwing punches and bunches at Danny Garcia. But I think the difference will be that Danny Garcia's eyes probably won't get cut, and Danny Garcia will throw with Errol Spence. Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia is going to be a test of Errol Spence's discipline. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a perfect fight, hit to not get hit. But I like the matchup, man. I thought Spence is tailor-made for Danny Garcia. If Spence fights on the front foot, I said again, Danny Garcia got a chance. If Spence outboxes him, uses the ring, Danny Garcia got a 10% chance, because I'm not seeing Errol Spence is the most fleet of foot fighter, but I think Errol Spence is a by far better athlete than Danny Garcia, and I think him being an accurate puncher, throwing 1 or 2, 3 shots at 1 or 2 shots, 3 at the most, you really won't catch him going 4 or 5 in the combination. That limits Danny Garcia's ability to counter punch. But if you ask me to give you a grade, I think Danny is a bigger puncher than Sean, but Sean was a better athlete. If you tell me Errol Spence comes forward, I'll give Danny Garcia a 35% chance to beat Errol Spence. You tell me Errol Spence boxes like he did Mikey, I'll give Danny Garcia a 10% chance to win. But all this is building up towards Errol Spence becoming, a good fighter. Potentially, he faced some adversity. He got a small cut, like he had a little blood around his mouth. I don't know if that came from Sean at the end of the fight, towards the end of the fight. But at the end of the day, when you step up in opposition, the knockout stop. Everybody want to say he's a huge welterweight. He's just monstrous welterweight. I mean, he's so big. No, to me, he's not big. Tommy Hearns was big. Felix Trinidad was a big welterweight. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of other big welterweights. Paul Williams was a big welterweight. Antonio Margarito was a big welterweight. He not that big, and he not that big of a puncher. But what he is he's a technician. He's an accurate. I think he may be the most accurate welterweight I've seen since Floyd Mayweather Jr. He don't waste punches, And versus Danny Garcia, that's a good thing, because you don't want to go 3-4 in a combination. Danny hit you with that no-look left hook, but I heavily favor Errol Spence. But it's a good fight. It's a good mandatory. He got the IBF coming up. That probably be sometime. I don't know when this fight going to be. I don't have a drop on it, but I think Pacquiao and Mikey might be January 22nd, but I'll get to all of that good stuff, man. I'm going to chop up a lot of videos tonight, man, so I can drop that content tomorrow. But, if I'm Danny Garcia, I'm praying that Errol Spence is popularizing and pushing for a knockout. I want him to be on the front foot so I can land that left hook or that counter right hand. But if Errol used that ring and get the boxing, Danny Garcia going to be looking like mincemeat. Earl may not get the knockout, but that happens when you step up in opposition. I've been watching boxing a long time. It's only a select few fighters that got that one hitter quitter that really get into the championship level or the elites of a packed division like this. Even Madonna was a hell of a puncher at 40, but he went the distance with a chinny guy like Khan, because even guys that's chinny on this level, they world championship fighters. They know how to survive. They know their strengths and their weaknesses. Guys like Lucas Matisse, he was knocking out Mike Dallas and Peterson and stuff of that nature. One thing we know about Danny, he a durable fighter. He got the most proven jaw in the welterweight division. So when you step up opposition, Errol Spence he not that guy. He not a Julian Jackson, or he not a Deontay Wilder or a Nuyiwa type of puncher. You know what I'm saying? He not that guy. He not going to just knock out Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. He may knock out Danny Garcia, I doubt it, but Danny Garcia and guys like that, he just not. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Had he knocked out Sean Porter tonight, and did he knock out Danny Garcia, then he got that special type of power and that special type of technique and pressure, but he don't. He's a really, really good welterweight, but when people say grade or generational, he can't lose, well, he human. It's only one Mayweather. It's only a handful of Andre Wards and Bernard Hopkins and guys like that. He remind me of Bernard Hopkins. He gonna whoop a lot of niggas' asses, but eventually, when he start fighting particular style fighters, he gonna have some trouble. When he start fighting guys, more his size, and Danny, he ain't big as strong as Spence, but I think he a little bit stronger than Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? A little bit naturally bigger, in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off their 100% all natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. Appreciate that love, support, man. And let me know what you guys think about the potential matchup, and probably going to be on pay-per-view one time for the one time we going to